What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a review of the Nike ACG Izy in this khaki colorway. Given that we're thick in the winter season here in Toronto, I've been keeping my eye out on any deals or steals for winter appropriate footwear. That's where this shoe came in. This pair I picked up over the holidays on deep discount, and they're actually a retro Nike sneaker from Nike ACG that debuted in the late 90s. So this is a moccasin inspired sneaker or sneaker boot, which retroed for the first time late last year. So these retailed for a price of, I believe, 120 or 130 USD. I kind of saw different prices depending on the website, and correspondingly here in Canada, it was 160 or 170. The official colorway for this shoe is khaki, limestone, and black. And they've released alongside a black-based colorway as well. But I really like this khaki colorway. It gives off more of that 90s, almost Timberland-like feel, but with a lot more comfort to it, and in my opinion, a lot more style too. So anyways, long story short, I picked these up on sale, and I was very curious to see how these were in real life. So here's a quick look at the box. So as you can see, this comes in a natural brown colored cardboard box. We have ACG branding on the top lid, as well as on the side, explaining what ACG or all conditions gear represents. So as for the shoe itself, jumping right into it, the entire upper is crafted using this khaki colored suede. And as I mentioned earlier, this is done in this moccasin style. So we have this ribbing which wraps around the bottom half of the shoe, along with this tonal khaki colored stitching. So you can see more of this khaki colored suede covering the middle portion of the shoe. And then instead of traditional laces, this utilizes a zipper closure instead. So it's a lot more efficient to get your foot in and out of this shoe. Surrounding the collar, we have this additional liner, which is also crafted out of suede. And then beneath this, we have this tag on the lateral side with ACG branding. And then on the heel, we have another suede overlay, which extends upwards acting as a pull tab. And this is also constructed out of that same khaki colored suede. The interior of the shoe is lined in this black colored fleece, which helps to keep your feet toasty and warm in the winter months. And then for the insoles, these come with your typical foam lined insole, and we have all conditions gear branding pressed onto the heel. So the upper of this shoe, it sits atop this foam midsole, which I'm not sure exactly what type of foam this is, probably some sort of EVA, but has this distinct pattern to it and it's pretty chunky in size. On the back, you can see how the rubber outsole wraps up and onto the midsole, giving you added protection on the heel. And then on the forefoot, the side walls of the outsole wrap up and onto the sides of the midsole as well, giving you added containment and structure around the front half of the shoe. And then turning this pair over to the bottom, so as you can see, we have this khaki colored outsole, which features a very aggressive traction pattern in a variety of shapes and patterns. And on the heel, something I really liked, giving it that old school flavor, we have the circular cutout featuring this bubble style ACG branding. So that breaks down the look and the construction of the ACG Izy. For those wondering about how these fit, so these do run roomy. So I'd recommend most people to go a half size down from your actual measured foot size or what you normally would wear in your Nike shoes. So in my case, I'm a true size 10, slightly on the wider side. I got these in a size 9.5 and they fit me really well, extremely comfortably. So if you normally wear like a size 11 for an Air Jordan 1 or for an Air Max 1, Air Max 90, I'd go with the size 10.5 for this pair. Even if your feet are a little bit wider, these just run extremely long. So by going a half size down, it just feels a lot better. Next up in terms of the comfort, so overall for a winter appropriate shoe, I found these to be decently comfortable. They're not like the most comfortable sneaker on the market, but again, for a winter specific shoe, these are more on the comfortable side. So this foam midsole gives you a decent amount of plushness to it, but I found that because the forefoot is contained with these rubber sidewalls, you don't feel as much compression on the front half, whereas you feel more of that squishiness on the heel. One thing I noticed though is because of this curved midsole, when you're even slightly leaning back towards your heels, you can kind of feel the whole shoe rocking backwards. So that was something I kind of had to get used to. It wasn't something ideal, but it's just something I noticed that I thought I should mention to you guys. And I also felt like the upper of the shoe felt quite lightweight and it didn't have as much support as I would have liked. Obviously just because it utilizes one zipper and there's no laces to help lock down the shoe. And it didn't feel totally balanced in that the upper felt noticeably more light, whereas the bottom half of the shoe, that just felt heavier on foot. But at the end of the day, it wasn't a deal breaker. All in all, like I mentioned, for a winter shoe, it was decently comfortable. Last but not least, in terms of the quality and the overall craftsmanship on this shoe, so the material quality, I actually thought it was decent. Obviously, this is not like a super premium cut of suede, but it actually feels like genuine suede and it wasn't bad whatsoever. It doesn't have like an overly scratchy feel to it. And the build of the shoe, I thought it was okay as well. There were some minor blemishes along the suede, Probably just from the warehouse or during the transportation process, something like that. A little bit of scuffs all around. But aside from that, I thought the build of the shoe was respectable. So if you're expecting something that's very high-end, very elevated and premium, this unfortunately is not going to be it. It's at the end of the day a mass-produced Nike product, so you kind of get what you pay for. But let's just say for me, I was not disappointed considering I paid under retail for this pair. So with all of that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet and I'll show you guys how these look. All in all, I think this checks off the boxes for what I was looking for a winter shoe. It kind of has that Timberland feel in that similar wheat-like colorway, and I wanted something a little bit more stylish than a traditional boot, which I also thought this checked off also. So not only is it stylish, but it's decently comfortable. Yes, it's not going to be the most weather-resistant shoe, but for the drier months of the season, I think this is a great option to rock. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this Nike ACG Izy in this khaki and black colorway? What are your overall thoughts on this pair? Is this something you can see yourself rocking stylistically? Are you waiting for another colorway down the road? Leave your thoughts down below and let's talk about it. And as usual, if you guys enjoyed this review, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, follow me on X at sean.go spelled out, and you can visit my website as well at seango.ca. So thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Appreciate your continued love and support, and I'll catch all of you in my next video.